Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really early to the party here, but SummerSlam 2025 is approaching, so let's do some bold early predictions for SummerSlam 2025. So this video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. If you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name code Hodge at your checkout on SeatGeek and you get $20 off of your tickets. That's good for literally any ticket, any event in the entire world, but just first time orders only. So if you guys have used SeatGeek before, like make a new account with a new email and you can still use the code. And yeah, get yourself $20 off for any ticket for any event in the entire world. Just use my last name code Hodge at checkout over on SeatGeek. All right, ladies and gentlemen, SummerSlam 2025 is approaching, kind of. So it is May. Okay, it's the middle of May, we're approaching the end of May, and let's just look forward into the future. SummerSlam's coming up in August. Like, it's happening. It's happening quite soon, and we gotta kind of make plans for the show about what matches are going down. So, we have a few shows before SummerSlam, of course, and most notably, I mean, there's some filler ones in there, but most notably is Money in the Bank, and that's gonna kind of put us on the path of what's happening at SummerSlam. So this year's SummerSlam is actually not any ordinary SummerSlam. Oh, no. This year's SummerSlam is the first ever two-night SummerSlam. It's the first ever two-night spectacular of SummerSlam. They're kind of taking it off WrestleMania. WrestleMania's been 2 nights and so successful, you know. It makes double the money it used to because it's double the show it used to be. It's just 2 nights now. So yeah, they're doing that for SummerSlam now. They're going to be doing this for like all the premium live events coming forward. But anyway, SummerSlam is the next to add to the list of 2-night shows. But we kind of got the idea. You can kind of see it way out because these are very, very large matches they're doing. It's kind of like, yeah, they got to go that way. This is a large draw. What's going to draw the most fans? What's the biggest for the show? And this is kind of what I came up with. So nonetheless, I got 5 here. Enough chit chat. Let's jump in. These are some bold predictions / things that could happen at SummerSlam 2025. All right, my first bold prediction of the day, if you will be at SummerSlam 2025. We are gonna have a Money in the Bank cash-in. Yes, you heard me right. So I'm gonna say whoever wins Money in the Bank this year, more than likely is not gonna be cashing it in the same night they win it. I mean, sometimes you see that and it's always like, oh yeah, do it. But at this point, I feel like that's become a little bit predictable. So something unpredictable, maybe not, I don't know. I think at least one of them, of course, there's gonna be 2 Money in the Bank contract holders. There'll be a men's one and a women's one because there's 2 different ladder matches. I'm not sure, maybe the men's one will cash in and the women's one sometimes, I don't know, they'll hold it longer like Tiffy did, or they'll cash in the same night. And I like unpredictability. I think when you can't really tell what things are gonna happen. But I think SummerSlam, perfect opportunity. You got the matches going down, main title matches. You have the person, you either retain the title or something. Everyone's like, oh, they want to change the title. But oh no, wait, their music hits, they're running down with the Money in the Bank briefcase. They're gonna cash the thing in, they're cashing it in. And so the crowd erupts, and it's like such an electric, amazing moment. So SummerSlam, you gotta have a Money in the Bank cash in over at SummerSlam, and I'm so glad I have like props for this. All right, the next thing I see happening at SummerSlam as a bold prediction is we're having the match that we've all been waiting for, that we thought was happening at WrestleMania, but didn't happen at WrestleMania. I'm talking about Randy Orton versus Nick Aldis. Okay, so this is something they kind of been planning. Nick Aldis is the guy, you know, in charge or whatever. He's fining Randy Orton or whatever, and then Orton's RKOing the guy for another fine. That's for the next one or whatever. So it's definitely set up for something. Nick Aldis is definitely a wrestler. So yeah, everyone thought this was WrestleMania, like Nick Aldis was going to be like his mystery opponent at WrestleMania, and of course that didn't happen, change of plans, and Orton called in Joe Hendry or whatever, because he's a big fan of Joe Hendry, apparently wanted to work with him, and then apparently that was Orton's decision to do that. But nonetheless, the Nick Aldis match, I believe, is happening. It's something they're building towards. So I think SummerSlam is the perfect opportunity for them to actually do that if they don't have something else for Orton. All right, the next bold prediction I have for you guys today is something a little bit different. It's kind of a big deal here. This is a retirement match, if you will, a retirement match. What am I talking about here? We're talking about the retirement of none other, not John Cena, we're talking about the retirement of none other than Goldberg. So Goldberg has been on about this for a while, that he had this handshake agreement with previous owner of WWE, which we will not talk about, basically saying that he gets a retirement match in WWE, maybe a few more matches, one last run or something like that. So yeah, basically Goldberg's getting this retirement match, I guess, and I'm not necessarily sure 100,000,000% if it is going to be at SummerSlam, because it might be in Saudi Arabia, because Saudi Arabia loves Goldberg for whatever reason. But it could be a SummerSlam as well, and who knows, Goldberg may be back for a few more matches. All we know, he's retiring this year, the same as John Cena. Goldberg will be retiring this year as well. So of course his opponent, and then the rumors have been going wild about this, and it looks like they're pushing things that way now that he's no longer the champion. We're talking about none other than Gunther. So you got Gunther, Goldberg, head-to-head, maybe at SummerSlam. We'll put that as a bold prediction here. SummerSlam, we're having this retirement match between Goldberg and Gunther. All right, the next bold prediction I have for you today is the thing that's been kind of earthquaking the WWE ever since, it just like shook the whole world. Okay, so basically, yeah, so Seth Rollins is now a Paul Heyman guy, and then Braun Breaker is a Paul Heyman guy, and Paul Heyman kicks the other two to the curb. He kicks, CM Punk and Roman Reigns both to the curb, and you're like, what is going on here? And I believe the match pretty much made itself there, and they're going to maybe hold this thing for SummerSlam and have this match happen. So, in a tag team match, in the wildest teams imaginable, we have Seth Rollins, the team of the Paul Heyman guys, if you will. We have Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker teaming together to take on the team of Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Are you kidding me? I mean, this is a great match. This is definitely a big matchup. This is definitely a SummerSlam caliber matchup. So yeah, they could definitely do that. So that's something I could see happening at SummerSlam, definitely. And then they'll go from there. But as far as Jey Uso, that's why there's nothing about Jey Uso on this list. Jey Uso is still, as we know, the current World Heavyweight Champion. I don't know what they're doing with him, because I kind of been looking down this kind of thing in my head, being like, okay, Orton's wrestling all this, and he's doing that, and he's doing that. Who's facing Jey Uso? I really don't have an answer, unless it's like Sami Zayn or like Logan Paul or someone, because I don't have like a giant name, because it seems like all the larger former champion names are kind of busy doing something else. Anyway, let's go down to the top of the list here. Number one, the biggest bold prediction I can see happening here, and most people probably see this happen of some sort. We got none other for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Our current Undisputed WWE Champion, John Cena, will be defending his title in against who? We got a little WrestleMania rematch here, if you will, against none other than Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes is on his way back to WWE. We all know that. He's already advertised for shows. He's going to be back doing his thing. And of course, to be back for that title. So we might be having that WrestleMania rematch at SummerSlam, because it is a big caliber match. We need big caliber matches for this show. WrestleMania caliber show, they're trying to make it here. So WrestleMania rematch would be the perfect fit. But it's got to be a little bit different. It's got to be something different. It's going to be like a no DQ, or a last man standing match, or something, or do a Hell in a Cell or something, or add someone else to it. I've also saw those rumors of like Cena, Cody Rhodes, and Orton in a triple threat match, and that's an amazing idea. I mean, you could throw anyone in there. You could throw Reigns in there or something, but it's gonna throw off the rest of the card we kind of talked about here. So I don't know, maybe it should be one-on-one with some kind of fun stipulation, but they're gonna make it a little bit different to make it a little more exciting. But nonetheless, that is what I got for my bold predictions, guys. Let me know, do you guys see anything bold or crazy happening at SummerSlam? Let me know in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm your one and only undisputed king of vlog style, Brandon Hodge, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.